Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you all? Hope you will be fine and enjoying good health. Today's our topic is about Bohr's atomic theory, which explain the defects in Rutherford atomic model, because Rutherford said that electrons, being a charged particle, continuously emit radiations, and if they emit radiation they should fall into the nucleus and atom is not stable. But Neil Bohr presented another model which explained the defects in Rutherford atomic model. He said that electrons move in an orbit in an fixed energy, and according to the classical physics, an electron in orbit around a atom nucleus should emit electromagnetic radiations continuously, because it is continually accelerating in curved path. The resulting loss of energy implies that the electron should spiral into the nucleus in a very short time and atoms could not exist. But Bohr proposed that electrons are restricted to certain fixed quantized orbits. Quantized mean the orbits having fixed energy are in an orbit, and distributed and fixed energy in an orbit. It means at any point in the orbit the electron has fixed energy and it moves with the same energy and in the form of cloud around the nucleus in its fixed orbit. An electron can jump suddenly between these orbits by absorbing or emitting a photon with the appropriate precise wavelength. What is the photon? Photon is the amount of energy and the packets of the energy, which is called the quanta. Quantum theory of radiation is the movement of energy in the form of small energy packets, which is called quanta 1 and more, or quantum, and these the energy packets are also called photon, which have the small radiations and small packets of energy which will emit electrons when they jump from one orbit to another orbit. So in next our lecture we studied Rutherford proposed that electron and proton. Proton is found in the middle of the nucleus and electrons surrounded around it, and found in the orbits around the nucleus in a fixed energy levels. For example, the first orbit, which is near to the nucleus, is called n1. The number of orbits will be n1 and its energy will be E1, and it is at the least and most least energy level. And when we move outside from the nucleus to the second orbit and third orbit, the energy of the electron and the energy level of the electrons and the energy of the orbits getting higher and higher. For example, more orbitals, more energy states, and big jumps, bigger energy, or smaller jumps mean when electrons jump small jump, and for example when it's jump from n1 first orbit n1 to second orbit n2, it will emit low amount of energy, and it will attain high amount of energy and less amount of energy, but it will jump from the higher orbit to lower orbit, it will release energy. Can determine the relative energy levels of the orbitals by looking at the energy of the photon emitted. Next, you can see that Bohr's model, the electrons travel in very specific paths called orbits. Electrons have a definite fixed energy. The closer they are to the nucleus, the less energy they possess. For example, the n1 orbit at its lowest energy, n2 is higher in energy, and n3 is more in energy than n2, and n4 have the most energy from all of the n1, n2 and n3 orbits. These are the name of the orbits, number of the orbits, and the name of the orbits are: first orbit the name is K, second L, third M, and n, so on. These are the name of the orbits and the energy levels. If you, in terms of energy, the first orbit has the first energy level and which is near to the nucleus, n1 is equal to called first energy level, which we also call e1. The second orbit contain 8 electron and its name is L, and its energy is E2. We represent by E2 and orbit is N2. And similarly, third energy level E3. Number of orbit is N3 and name of the orbit is M, KLM, and number of the electrons in M is equal to 18, and the last energy level is third and fourth energy level, and fourth energy level contain 32 electrons, and it is the number, if we count in terms of number of orbits, and 4, and energy is equal to E4. So it is the introduction of Bohr atomic model. Next we will move towards the postulates of Bohr atomic model, and which are given as, you can also see that n1, n2, n3 and n4. Electrons attracted to the nucleus by electrostatic force of attraction, because electron have negative charge and nucleus positive charge. Energy levels farther from the nucleus have highest energy, because it takes energy to move electrons from the nucleus, and they are at highest energy, and all the other elements has lowest orbits at lowest energy.